Welcome to the science behind Volusia County's Artificial Reef Program. In this presentation, we will talk about the benefits of artificial reefs. So before we talk about benefits, we must ask ourselves, why build artificial reefs? According to the 2007 National Artificial Reef Plan, published by the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, increasing demands on fish stocks by both commercial and recreational fishermen, and losses of benthic habitat due to development, fishing pressure, and pollution have had substantial effects on many reef-associated fish species. It is therefore important to note that U.S. Code has defined artificial reefs as structures created to enhance fishery resources and commercial and recreational fishing opportunities. One of the most important benefits of artificial reefs is the creation of habitat in featureless areas of the ocean floor. The habitat that artificial reefs create provide a place for encrusting organisms to attach and grow. It is the growth of these organisms that become the foundation of a healthy reef ecosystem. The encrusting organisms not only provide a food source for fishes and invertebrates, but hiding places for these animals to evade predators and thrive on the reef. Artificial reef programs utilize materials that would otherwise take up space in landfills. These materials are recycled to create artificial reef habitat. Not just any material can be used to construct artificial reefs. Materials must meet specific standards published in Guidelines for Marine Artificial Reef Materials by the Atlantic and Gulf States Marine Fisheries Commission. Creating new artificial reefs reduces fishing pressure on natural reefs by providing more quality areas to fish. In Volusia County, artificial reefs are created approximately 10 to 15 miles inshore of most of its natural reef system, providing easier access to fishers and divers. Reducing the fishing pressure on natural reefs by the creation of artificial reefs and more quality areas to fish is important to helping preserve Volusia County's marine environment. This is important because there are biotic factors and organisms associated with natural reefs that artificial reefs cannot duplicate. The creation of artificial reefs increases the biomass of Volusia County's offshore environment. Increasing the available habitat of offshore areas significantly increases the amount of benthic organisms in a given area. This benthic community is composed of organisms that live buried on or attached to the bottom of the ocean. By providing a place for encrusting organisms to grow, habitat is created that attracts a variety of animals that live within this community. This additional habitat increases the necessities of life available to the environment, and therefore the carrying capacity or maximum population of organisms that can live in a given area. These encrusting organisms, in turn, attract fishes that use the reef as protection and a food source. The underlying question about creating artificial reefs is whether their creation actually increases the abundance and biomass of reef fishes through reproduction, termed productivity, or whether reef fishes just move from natural reefs to artificial reefs to exploit this new habitat. This question remains unanswered at this time. Artificial reefs increase economic activity in local areas in the form of expenditures, incomes, and jobs. The offshore habitat in Volusia County differs from the offshore habitat in southern Florida, where natural reefs are much closer to shore. The creation of inshore artificial reefs in Volusia County makes the reefs more accessible to fishers and divers with limited monetary resources. Socioeconomic benefits also increases the value to non-user groups who see the creation of artificial reefs as beneficial to the environment and community. Such support helps justify future public expenditures on artificial reefs. The creation of artificial reefs also increases scientific and research opportunities in Volusia County. The use of citizen scientists has been an important and valued part of Volusia County's Artificial Reef Program since its inception. The surveys conducted by Volusia County's Reef Research Dive Team provide opportunities for students and researchers to help further understand our offshore environment in Volusia County. Artificial reef science is well documented and continues to grow as artificial reef programs expand. Public involvement in the form of citizen scientists is important to help supplement scientific research to ensure artificial reef design meets program goals. Thank you for watching this presentation on the benefits of Volusia County's Artificial Reef Program. Visit the Marine Science Center for more information on Volusia County's ecosystems and the sea turtle and seabird rehabilitation programs.